Have you ever written an if-elif statement that looks like this, and then you realize there are 20 more cases? There has to be a better way. The problem isn't that if-elif is wrong. It works perfectly fine. But when you're simply mapping a name to an action, all this code is basically saying, if I receive this word, run this function. So why not represent that relationship directly? In Python, you can replace the whole chain with a dictionary. Now the dictionary is basically a little lookup table. And here's the really useful part. Action equals multiply. Result equals action, and in square brackets, action, followed by an empty bracket. Python looks up multiply, finds the corresponding function, and calls it. But wait, why can't a dictionary contain a function? Because in Python, functions are objects too. You can store them in variables, put them inside lists, pass them into other functions, or store them in dictionaries. So the dictionary isn't storing the result of the function, it stores the function itself. And here's an important detail. When creating the dictionary, you usually want add, not add brackets. Why? Because add means store this function, while add brackets means run this function now. This pattern becomes really useful when you're building things like a command system. Instead of if command equal hello, say hello brackets, elif command equal bye, say goodbye brackets, elif command equal help, show help brackets, you can simply do this. Command square brackets command followed by a bracket. One lookup, one function call. But what happens if the user enters something that isn't in the dictionary? Instead of letting your program crash, you can provide a default. Commands.get and in brackets command, comma, unknown command followed by another bracket. Now, if the command isn't recognized, Python uses unknown underscore command. The biggest advantage isn't just fewer lines of code. Your code becomes easier to extend. Want to add a new operation? Just add another entry. Actions in square brackets, module equals module. You don't need to keep extending a giant conditional block. And this points to a bigger programming idea. When your code is mostly saying, if I get X, do Y, you might not need a giant conditional. You might need a lookup table. So next time your if-elif chain starts getting ridiculous, stop and ask, am I really making decisions, or am I just looking something up? If it's just a lookup, a dictionary might be the cleaner solution.